We're muted.
Chat can't hear you.
It doesn't matter anyways, because I was just rambling. Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm LB Hackup. I had studio mode up, which is why the transition wasn't up, and why I was muted, I couldn't tell. But it's fine. We're starting. It's a trash fire. Just trash fires in chat, please. But we're back with our newest episode of Heroes in Training, our masks game, with everybody who is back and mostly healthy and ready to deal with consequences of their actions. Totally. But yeah, we have everyone back now. Why don't we go around and have everybody tell everyone who you're playing tonight, who you are, starting of course with Savvy.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I'm here on Sunday nights and also a bunch of other times, Thursday through Monday on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights, with a bunch of these people as well. Tonight I am playing Sophia, her hero name Nemia, and she is the bull. And boy, has she been acting like it.
And next up is Rachel.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, and I think hopefully I will be back maybe this week or next week. I don't know. Tomorrow's my birthday, and then after that, we're going to be, well, I guess I don't have a real birthday because I'm a leap year baby. So, close enough. So we will be back, whatever. I don't know. And then I'm here on Sundays and wherever else on the internet that my friends ask me to be because I love my friends and love playing games with them. And tonight I am playing Jupiter, the outsider. She caused some drama and then went to Prague with her brother, and now she's back to deal with the consequences of her actions. Maybe.
We'll see. Next up is Tanya.
Oh, hey, I'm Tanya. You can find me at Tanya Rolling Places on Instagram. Or if you want to see some Ted and Tina, the Abominable Pugs on Instagram. Tonight, though, I am Nancy, the Devereaux, and the Doomed.
They followed me back on Instagram, and it made my whole day, let's be honest. And last but not least, we have Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, it's some guy on the internets. I'm mostly over on GGK with Savvy. I'm there Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. And then here tonight, I am playing Billy, aka Rune, who is the Nova.
And I'm LB Hackemup, your dungeon mistress, aka your keeper, aka your game master for the evening. And I will be running this bee. But first, we need to have a recap as to what happened last time on this beautiful stream. And for that, we will go, of course, over to Rachel, who is gonna do a beautiful rendition of it. Take it away, Rachel.
Dear diary, I have never been more tempted to just never come back from a vacation in my life, but we're going to get to that. So the other day I dropped all the stuff off in Sophia's recovery room in the infirmary and decided I was going to hit the gym to rid myself of some chaotic energy. I was feeling considerably better after, and I walked back to my room to grab my stuff to shower and change into PJs. As I walked in, I heard, "About time, sis. I've been waiting forever." Okay, maybe not forever. It's been about 10 minutes, but it feels like forever. And there was Mercury lounging on my bed, face full of mischief. Naturally, I was like, "The fuck are you doing here?" And he was like, "Shower and pack. We're going to Prague. I'm about to be Vin Diesel in Triple X." He's got a really weird thing for Vin Diesel movies. Honestly, a break from reality sounded like a great plan, so I didn't argue. We got there and he immediately made some shady friends, and I lived out his dreams of fast cars and mansion parties in Prague. No one can make me let loose my big brother. And after the past couple weeks, I absolutely needed a break. We partied, shopped, and did some recreational extreme sports because Mercury wanted to try rock climbing and Earth's gravity because it's way less than on Vela. Meanwhile, Nancy was blowing up my phone. Apparently, I created a mess right before I left. Oh, whoops. Okay, so apparently Nancy told Sophia that we've been discussing Billy and Sophia and how the party was weird, and we both think that he's got really strong feelings for her. Well, I said that I think he's in love with her because that's what I think. Either way, Sophia asked Nancy to be chill, but to ask Billy if he likes Sophia. So then Sophia had her debrief with the school counselor, and in the middle of Nancy yelling at me via text because I wasn't there, she managed to tell me the gist of what happened. The counselor said she'd been mind controlled for a couple days, and there was some sort of weird scientist looking guy that appeared to be important during the time that she was controlled, but she hadn't killed anybody while they'd been controlling her, so that's what's important. Nancy told me she'd gone to Billy's room while Sophia was in her meeting, and Nancy just flat out asked Billy if he was going to tell Sophia that he had a crush on her. Tactful. Billy apparently had like an existential crisis about it and was processing out loud about how he hadn't thought about it at all, etc., etc. Why does he have to make everything so complicated? Nancy went in and told Billy that we thought he and Sophia were going to the party as a date, as did Sophia, hence why she was mad about him bailing and hanging out with Amanda, because why else would a girl be mad at you if she didn't like you and you were hanging out with another girl? Like, is he really this thick? And then Nancy let it slip that Sophia liked Billy, because obviously, Billy, why else would she have gotten mad at you about hanging out with another girl? This isn't complicated. Nancy tried to talk Billy down from his what if hangups while he sat and overthought every interaction that they'd ever had and ever possible interaction that could make things weird for the team in the future. Nancy went to leave and ran smack into Amanda, who was coming to check on Billy. Nancy and Billy went to go meet Sophia to get her debrief info, and Nancy faked a headache and bailed almost immediately to leave Billy and Sophia alone. Subtle move, Nancy. I'm not sure exactly what happened between them, but I received no less than 147 text messages about what happened next. After she talked to Billy, Sophia stomped down to Nancy's room, and Nancy asked Sophia if she has a boyfriend now, which was apparently the worst thing to say because the answer was emphatically no. Seriously, I'm dying inside just rereading these. Sophia told Nancy that Billy had told her that everyone thinks he has a crush on her, and that they'd been friends for a really long time, and he hadn't really thought about it. And now that he was going through every interaction that they'd ever had, he was basically just processing it out loud and talking about all the things that could go wrong while telling Sophia he needed to think about how he felt about her before he could decide if he had feelings for her. Sophia was upset because she felt like it was deliberate, that we were messing with her feelings. Nancy tried to diffuse the situation and apologized, telling Sophia that it wasn't our intention. We weren't trying to do that at all. Nancy just thought Billy needed to push in the right direction. Regardless, she has every right to be upset with us. I feel terrible. This curse has already caused so much emotional destruction. But honestly, Billy not knowing he had feelings for Sophia is such bullshit. Billy interacts with Sophia completely differently than he interacts with Nancy and I. He literally yelled, "I'll always find you" to Sophia when the smoker took him, and then reiterated that when we went to Russia to save her. That's not something you say to somebody who's only your friend and colleague. Diary, I'm frustrated. So rumor has it that Billy went to go meet Amanda and they grabbed coffee and talked. He, in the most long-winded Billy way possible, told her he has feelings for her and Sophia. She very maturely handled this brain dump and then said she was fine with him having time to sort out his feelings and that they would continue to hang out occasionally while he did so. Nancy went to go visit her grandpa, and he had some very interesting theories on Ed McMahon. He showed her this very elaborate FBI-looking board filled with strings and pictures and news clippings. Grandpa's big theory is that Ed McMahon is part of the band of bad guys because every time he does a charitable event, a couple of days after the band of bad guys hits, pulling the focus away from the villains. He may be a mage or sorcerer of some sort, and that we might need to infiltrate the band of bad guys. But in the meantime, we need to insert ourselves into the investigation, keeping our ears to the ground and finding some concrete evidence. And then a little bird told me that Sophia texted Tony and they went on a date. The pair went to this field near campus, and that was just filled with every kind of flower you can imagine. He painted while she used pencils, and they sat quietly and created together. After they were done, they exchanged their art pieces, both having very different interpretations on what was in front of them. And then they went off dinner to campus. They went to dinner off campus. I know how to read. So I haven't talked to Sophia yet, but I'm pretty sure she's going to kill me. I don't know if Billy's mad at me yet, but it's safe to assume he is as well. Nancy and I should probably just leave and start new lives somewhere. I should text Damien. Maybe he'll take us in.
Thank you very much. That was a very good recap, especially since you weren't here for most of it or coherent on your meds. Cough medication. So yeah, we do need to pick up in the middle of the week. We're kind of a little wishy-washy with time in this break period, because Rachel was gone and it's all over the place. But did Jupiter come back on Wednesday for her date?
I think. Wait, what day did all of this happen?
So, okay. So the last episode started on the Tuesday. So did she go on her date and then go, or did she reschedule her date, or
probably rescheduled as soon as brother got here, because I wouldn't have to lie. I feel like my brother's here and we're kind of proud.
Fair. I guess you don't know the limit on your not being able to tell the truth. When did you want to reschedule for?
Well, probably whenever he's available.
With school, probably.
Friday?
Yeah, basketball games are on the weekend, right?
Is it basketball season? I don't know.
Who knows? It's August,
fall.
but right?
It's fall, so it's football
Yeah,
season. We're fine.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yes. So Friday night, he says, would be great. So I think that's where we will pick up. At this point, Billy is out of town, and Nancy has gone to her grandfather's. Are you going to spend the weekend out there, Nancy?
I imagine at least till like, yeah, I think so. Nancy
Yeah.
wants to like get away from the situation, let everybody cool down.
Yes. Okay, perfect. And then what is Sophia up to? Are you doing anything over the weekend?
Nothing. I don't have anything specific.
Okay. So Sophia is still around, but if you guys are avoiding each other at this point, that is up to you. It is Friday night, and we're gonna pick up with Rachel and her date. Do you want to do a getting ready montage, or do you want to just let us know how you show up to the restaurant that Carter has picked out for you?
Oh no, it's not coffee anymore. It's a full-on restaurant.
Well, you rescheduled for Friday. He had to do it after school, so.
All right. We don't have to do like a full getting ready montage. She'll just show up to the place, like casual, cute.
Yeah.
Like, do like a navy blue bodysuit, some black jeans, because I'm a firm believer that you can mix black and navy.
Yes.
And just some like little like heeled boots because he's taller than her anyway, so it's not like a worry. Some men are emasculated by taller women.
Mm-hmm.
And just not like overdone, but like a little extra effort with like the makeup and hair.
All right. I did not bold the title of this episode, so I got lost in my notes. But all right, you show up to Grapes Grove, which is a mid-tier Italian restaurant. Not great, but high school, that's where you take dates. And you show up, and outside you see Carter dressed in some khakis and a nice sweater, like a cardigan, with a button-up shirt underneath, and the collar's kind of popped through it. And he's kind of standing there, like leaning up against one of the pillars on his phone. Oh, hey. Wow, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. You look nice as well.
Thanks. So I got us a table already if you're ready to go.
Sure.
Cool.
I should tell you something before we go in there. I am currently cursed.
Like a space curse, or like?
No, like it was a long story, but Billy and I got sucked into like some weird pocket dimension, and we had to fight these nightmare monsters, and one of them cursed me, and now I can't lie. I can only tell the truth. So please don't ask me anything that's gonna like put us in a weird spot.
Yeah,
like,
no,
really,
that would be really like invasive, I think, right?
Yes, I just not that I think that you would do that to me. I just want to be upfront and honest about it because I don't really have a choice.
Yeah. No, that
but yeah, so it's a little weird. But don't ask me anything you don't want the answer to, I guess.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. People do that.
Oh. Do you like have to answer?
I don't know. I guess I haven't like really tried not to answer.
Well, what's your favorite color?
Purple. Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to try not to.
What is your favorite candy?
Can I answer or not answer?
You don't have to answer. You just have to tell the truth when you speak.
Got it. Okay.
Well, they took away your ability to lie. So.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, no, I promise I won't, I'll try. I mean, I don't think I was gonna ask anything. Do you want to go sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. Opens the door for you. You guys go sit down. They put those like really soft breadsticks on the table when they put the oil with all of the fixins in it. Um, you guys order your food. Carter is like very nervous, but like more nervous because, well, you're not quite. He just seems very like on edge. And like he starts to like say something and then kind of stops himself and just makes a comment about like, oh, I like the art in here, it's really cool, or yeah, sports. Something had to do with sports.
This is weird, isn't it?
I just don't want to ask you something and then it'd be weird and you have to, well, you don't have to answer it, but then you
No, we've established that I don't have to answer. It's just
Right.
if I answer, I can't lie about it. So it's
Right.
fine. We
Well,
could just talk normally. I don't
yeah, I feel like I'm questioning everything that I'm gonna say to you, so it's not like, I mean, I never thought about not wanting to know the answer to a question I'm gonna ask you. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and then you told me you liked me, and now I feel like I don't know what to do because I like you too, but like I don't know if you not being able to lie is like a good situation for us to have any conversations regarding that, or maybe it's a really good time. I feel like I'll feel a little cringy about it, you know? Like I don't like overstep my bounds or like take advantage of the situation, you know?
Hmm. Well, Nancy's already done that a couple times, so it's okay. Like we can we can have a conversation if
Okay.
you want to have a conversation.
Do you want to have a conversation about that now?
I mean, no, but but
Oh,
I'm willing to have the conversation because it seems like you want to have the conversation.
I mean, I just think it's, you know, an important conversation to have, especially with, you know, like school being over and, you know, I don't know if you're going to go back home to your home over the summer and all that stuff.
Well, I haven't gone back over the summer. I usually just stay here.
Yeah.
So I don't have any plans to go back to Vela. I'm not supposed to
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, so but like I've not really had a girlfriend before. I mean, like nothing serious. Like I've kissed girls before and like at parties and stuff, but I don't really know like what even that even entails, especially with like, I mean, you're really busy and I've got my sports things and I got the boys, so I don't really know what that would look like.
I mean, it could, we can just, I think you're overthinking things. We can just add a new dynamic to our already great friendship and like keep adding things until it feels right.
Okay. So like just be friends. What would we add?
I don't know. I like flirting with you. That's new.
Yeah, I like that too. What about like what if I called you my girlfriend? Would that
I wouldn't dislike that.
but you wouldn't like it?
I don't know if I'm ready to be in a wait, can't frame. I don't know if I can frame it that way without it being a lie. Well, it won't be a lie. It's just like I'm not ready to be in a fully exclusive relationship and date only one person.
Oh,
That's weird on my planet.
really?
And I don't yeah.
Oh, what sorry. What's it like dating on your planet?
Well, I never got to because of my
Right.
situation, but it's a lot less rigorous, like two people in a, like my dad's like, that's just two, and they've been like that for a long time. But there used to, there was a third one before all of us were born that was like a major part of their relationship. We don't, they're still friends. It's a lot less complicated on my planet than it is. It's just normal to have, you know, multiple. You mean you can have like one primary partner, I guess, that, or two primary is it really primary then? I don't know. It's just your planet makes it really complicated, and everybody where I'm from is just kind of, if you're not what I was supposed to be, because that wasn't really like, we weren't supposed to have those kinds of distractions. But everybody else, not in my department, were, just a little bit more free about relationships.
Yeah, just like love who you love, and
yeah,
okay.
and like discuss openly, like if you are with just one person and that's how it starts, like just discuss openly that, like, oh, I'm found somebody else that I'm interested in, are you okay with that? And then I don't know, it's, you guys make it complicated here.
I
Everybody's
mean,
really open where I'm from.
yeah, I guess. I mean, it sounds. I mean, it's just different.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd like to learn about it, I guess.
But I don't want to do anything that you're uncomfortable with. But
Yeah, no, I just have never thought
not,
about that, so I don't even know how I feel about it. I'm not against it. I don't think.
okay. Well, and like if that's really something that you want at some point, but I've never really dated. So I don't know if I'm ready to just be like,
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
This
maybe.
is like my first actual date that I've ever been on.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to bring you flowers.
Oh, you don't
Ugh.
have to bring me I can smell like flowers, I mean.
But it's kind of one of those, like, earthly staples. It's like you bring them flowers or, like, chocolates or something.
Well, if we do this again at some point, you can do that, I guess.
All right. Next time I'll plan something really cool. Like we could go for a walk and then have, like, a picnic and then, like, go and pick strawberries or something.
Oh, I've never done that.
I think you can pick strawberries. Raspberries?
I don't know.
I think they just do it for free labor, but it's really fun.
Okay.
Sorry. I was, like, nervous at first because, we were such good friends. And then this whole other thing came in, and I thought it was, like, complicated, but it doesn't feel complicated. I think I was just.
I don't think it has to be complicated.
No, I think it's just friendship plus.
Yeah, and we can just see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. I dig that.
Okay. I mean, you're busy and I'm busy, but I do like you. And I did like tonight. This is dating is fun.
Yeah. And we can go get gelato after. There's a cart down the street.
I like gelato. I wonder what flavors they have.
Oh. Well, we can find out.
Okay.
Cool. We can still, like, talk every day, right? We don't have to, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think I don't think we need to come up with, I don't know. There's just, I don't think there's rules.
Right. Same. Just
do
feelings.
What we want to do. Yeah. I just like you, and I'd like to add a different dynamic to our relationship than we've had in the past.
All right. Well,
which includes like flirting and maybe making out.
his face just goes, like, red from, like, cheeks down, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that, yeah. We could do that if you want to do that." He like tilts his head down so you can't see him smiling at all. Yeah, no, I would like. Yeah, that we could. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
He will walk you out, and I kind of, like, you guys go get gelato, laugh, have a good time. And did you fly? How did you get here? It's, like, in town.
Yeah, I probably just flew myself.
Do you want me to walk you back to your dorm?
I mean, you don't have to. I can fly, remember?
Right. Yeah, that's one of those, like, date things that.
Oh, do you want to walk me back to my dorm?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that didn't sound like very enthusiastic, but I meant it as a yes, I do.
Okay, we
it-
can walk back to my dorm.
Pretty much the whole walk, he is just like fidgeting with his hands. Like you can see his just hands are like he doesn't know what to do with them. And like as you get on campus, you guys have to check in at the gate because it is after a certain amount of time or a certain time no visitors are allowed at because of all the precautions. So at the gate he's kind of like, oh okay, I guess this is where I leave you for the evening.
Well, thank you for dinner and dessert.
Yeah, no, that was kick ass. Raspberry gelato is my favorite.
It was a great first ever date.
I good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. Or text me when you get home.
Yeah.
Carter, you can kiss me. It's not like we've
Okay,
done
I
it before.
don't know if I could or not. He just like giggles and then like leans in and kisses you. And then he pulls back, face completely red. He like kind of itches behind his ears, like, all right, I'll text you when I get home. And then he just like power walks away.
And she's just uncontrollably like smiling and laughing to herself as she's going to like go back to her room.
All right. Date down, check. All right. Perfect. Is there anything you want to do after that?
I should probably go find Sophia.
All right. We will do that in a minute. Nancy, you are still at your grandparents' house. Is there anything you wanted to do there?
No, I think Grandpa and I are just like spitballing
Mm-hmm.
more
Yeah.
about Ed McMahon.
Yeah. He's like
and
leaning back in a chair, throwing a ball up in the air.
Yeah, so we're not like learning anything really new or specific. I imagine we're just trying to cover all the bases. And I text Jackie. at some
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
I just text Jackie like, "Oh hey, what do I say? Hey, it was really cool hanging out with you at the party. We should, do it again sometime soon."
Bless my heart. I wrote down what accent I did. I had a lot of NPCs that episode. And she'll text you back. Yeah, there's been a lot going on, but I'm really like to see you again. Maybe after class one day. Maybe on a Monday.
Nancy is like, "Oh shit, I didn't think like that was gonna happen," and she's not ready to like go on a date yet, especially with like a girl. She hasn't talked to her grandpa about that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Nancy's like, "I'll keep you posted," and that's all she sends back.
Roger,
Or
Dodger.
maybe yeah. Okay.
All right. Billy, you are visiting with your family. Do you want to describe your hometown, your house a little bit?
Oh boy, I should have thought of any of this before right this second.
Do you want me to describe your house and hometown a little bit?
No, so I think it's probably got a townhouse in the city.
Which city?
You're muted.
Well, oh. It got off from the stream.
Gotcha.
What city?
I think the city where the Golden Duke Academy is.
Okay,
It's
okay.
not like he's too far
You're a
away, but
local.
it is, yeah.
Mhm.
And so, got a townhouse. There's because I think we said, I'm trying to remember in the nightmare sequence, because there were swings involved. I can't remember if those were in the backyard or at the local park.
That was at the park.
Okay.
I do remember that.
Yes, but there is a backyard and a small front yard, but yeah, mostly it's it's 2 stories. All the bedrooms upstairs. It's the regular apple pie American home, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Yeah.
And so his mom and dad are there, as
Mm-hmm.
is his younger sister Lizzie,
Mm-hmm.
who's just just a little girl. And so I think Billy is spending most of his time with Lizzie because she's always like, she misses her big brother.
Mm-hmm.
And there is always the tension with his parents because they're mostly supportive, but not entirely supportive of the whole hero thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always a little bit of like, okay, is this going to be a time where we have a discussion about this, or are they going to be cool? And so he just tries to avoid it by doting on Lizzie whenever he goes back.
Yeah. So it is let's say Friday evening, right around the same time as Jupiter's date. You're playing with Lizzie. She is showing you her superhero doll collection. She's really into Bubble Pop, though she doesn't quite understand like the whole undead thing. She just loves the outfits, and her doll comes with like the ever-changing outfits, so she has like a billion of them in the closet. Excuse me. And your mother kind of like leans in the doorway. She's wiping her hands with a towel. She's wearing a floral dress of she's a 50s mom, is just in my head. You got a nuclear family here. And she kind of leans against the doorway and says, dinner's ready. Lizzie, can you go wash up for me real quick? And Lizzie like kind of puts her doll down very gently and goes, okay, and like gets up and like runs past you and like tousles your hair or something as she runs by. And your mom smiles as she like goes by and then kind of turns back to you. Billy, before we have dinner, do you mind if you and I and your father have a conversation?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
Okay. We'll be in the den when you're ready.
Okay. Lets her go, takes 30 seconds to do a breathing exercise. Maybe the doll that his sister just put down, trembles and glows a little bit as he, calms himself to keep the magic from doing anything it shouldn't. But then we'll go down to the den.
Okay. And your mother and father are sitting in one of the chairs in the den. Your dad, a slightly rotund man with a blazer and a button-up shirt, is sitting in his chair, and they kind of like smile at you in their warm, pleasant glow, and oh, go ahead and sit, honey.
Sure. We'll go and sit in a chair.
Your mom kind of looks to your dad, and your dad like smiles and like looks up at her, and she says, we just wanted to know how your training's going, and more about what happened well, with the whole getting taken by the villains thing.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, I told you we got Sophia back. She's back, so everyone on the team is good. And they checked us all out. We're all safe and fine, and not under control or anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. We just worry because, first with you getting taken to the lair, and then with Sophia, and then the whole thing with the pocket dimension and the Silver Shepherd. We just want to make sure that you're sure that this is what you want to do. We know that your training is important, and we agree that you should be training, but do you really want to be a hero, or do you just want to be a great sorcerer?
Yeah, Mom. I mean, I've, yeah, I'm still training and working on my powers, but given what I can already do with, and the shepherd has said this before, or not quite in so many words, but more with how powerful they think I could be, it almost seems like it would be a waste not to be a hero. Like if I'm just, you know, I I haven't even thought of what I would do if I wasn't a hero, but say I go and become a plumber or something. Would be a little ridiculous to be, a plumber with, you know, vast magical powers and not using it to help. I mean,
Well,
obviously plumbers help people, they're an important part of society, but you know what I mean.
yes, of course. We know you're extraordinary, and we know you want to do extraordinary things, and you know, we worry because we love you. And your dad kind of like makes a dad sound, and corrects himself in his chair. We just want to make sure that you're safe and that you are keeping those around you safe. With all of the things that have been happening recently, we're getting a feeling like this is more or less what you're going to be going through in the real world. And we didn't think it was going to be this soon. So we just want to make sure that you aren't getting overwhelmed by it or feeling obligated to do it because you have this power and, you know, because your friends are there.
Yeah, no, those are some good points. And yeah, I mean, none of us were expecting this to be happening this soon. I mean, we've only gone out on one official patrol, and but yeah, no, it's those are some good points. Um, I know that the school has lots of counselors. I think one of my friends want to see one. I need to ask her about that some, but I imagine they help students answer those questions all the time. So maybe I should go try talking to one of them.
Okay. Um, you know, we'll back you whatever you do, and I'll fix your costume as much as you need, and we'll be there cheering you on, and we'll make the shirts, when you get your full hero name. But we just want to make sure that, you're still our son, and we want to make sure that you are taking everything into perspective. And I know that becoming a hero and having the glory and the friendship and that's all great, and you can get swept up in it. So we just wanted to check in.
Yeah, no, that's thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, no, I think things are good. Um,
Okay.
yeah, things are good with the hero stuff.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go finish getting dinner ready. You guys wash up, and they're having meatloaf. And she like gets a little excited, and then kind of trounces off a little bit. Your dad, I'm just making him my dad. Like when he stands up, he just and he kind of takes you as you stand up. He puts his arm around you and pats you on the chest, and I'm very proud of you, son. You're doing good things out there, and if there's anything that you need from us, I know that we're just the uncool parents who don't have any special abilities or any of that, but we love you and we want to make sure that you have everything at your disposal for you to succeed in life.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, I kind of a little, you know, I'm trying to think how Billy would respond to to that physical, because
Well, I was thinking this is how your dad normally is, so
yes, yeah, I was also realizing no, that's probably how they are, and it's
yeah.
anyway. So yeah, thanks, Dad. I'm gonna go get Lizzie, make sure she's washing her hands like she's
Okay.
supposed to.
Oh, if you ever needed, like, as you're walking away, if you ever need girl advice, you know, your dad was quite the player in high school and college. So,
Mom, is he lying?
yes, honey.
And
your
leaving
dad
them
kinda just-
to bicker with each other about that. We'll go and find Lizzie.
She is she's doing the like back of hand cleaning that like doctors do because she is very into cleanliness right now. Last week it was making mud pies. This week it is counting and singing as she is scrubbing her hands.
I will wait for her to finish her little routine.
Mhm.
And as soon as like the faucet is off, I will just go and like as she's wiping her hands, go up and just tickle her sides.
Stop it! Heather, what are you doing?
Oh, Lizzie.
Did you
so-
get in trouble?
No, not in trouble.
Aw.
No trouble. But you're gonna be in trouble from the tickle monster.
Ah!
And goes in for another round. But no, there was actually I don't know if you heard the last thing that Dad said before I came to get you, but
Something about girls?
yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Well, so you remember Sophia, right?
Yeah, she had really pretty hair.
Yeah, she does.
And cat ears.
Yeah, they're technically lion ears, but lions are big cats, so yeah.
Duh,
but-
that's why I wasn't wrong.
You're right, and we'll like tousle her hair.
Stop! I'm gonna have to brush it again.
Yeah, but so yeah. Want to talk with you more about her later after dinner, but I think after dinner I'm gonna try calling her and doing a video call so you could say hi to her.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
because I know it's been a while since you two were able to hang out.
okay. Yeah. You know, as you guys are walking downstairs, you know, I got a girlfriend too.
Oh, really?
Her name is Sadie, and she has the most beautiful, like, orange eyes, and she has, like, this really curly brown hair.
Yeah? Are you two dating?
Yes. But she's also dating Tony. But that's okay. Because I think she likes me more.
Oh, yeah? And what
Mm.
makes you think that she likes you more?
Because she said that she wanted to kiss me under the slide tomorrow.
Ooh, girl. So are you? And do Mom and Dad know?
No, Mom and Dad don't know. And no, because girls have cooties.
Well, but aren't you a girl? Don't you have cooties?
Yes, that's why I have to clean my hands so much.
Okay. But what if you, well, what if you wash your hands really well before and after?
Billy, you don't kiss with your hands.
You don't? Have I been doing it wrong this whole time?
Oh, poor Sophia.
No, okay, no, so, yeah, about Sophia,
You guys walk into the kitchen at this point.
yeah,
Oh, how is Sophia?
she's good, she's sorry, I just read chat. Imagining Lizzie saying that, but, no, she's fine. Yeah, like I said, she's been checked over and is, all clear.
Oh, good. You washed your hands? No, he didn't.
We'll very briefly do basically a prestidigitation spell and just like, see?
All right. I think that's cheating, but I'll accept it for tonight because I've made my famous sprinkle meatloaf. She sets down the meatloaf. There's meatloaf, and it's like a normal meatloaf with the ketchup over the top of it, and she has cut out little hot dog stars and put it all over it, so it looks magical.
Okay.
And yes, unless there's something else, you have an idle conversations at dinner. Your sister discusses the merits of washing one's feet before they go to bed. And your dad very much, yes, of course. And your mom just, humors her as much as possible. You guys finish dinner. You help clean up the kitchen, I assume.
Yes. I imagine it took a bit. Like, I don't know if the parents are 100% comfortable with Billy doing magic at the home, but it does make cleanup a lot easier.
Yeah, I think if you say, "Oh, mom, no, I'll get the dishes," she'll like leave you to it and leave the room, and you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so after dinner, you grab Lizzie, and you want to do a phone call with Sophia.
Well, before that, I do want to actually. I'm gonna sit Lizzie down and not like do it like semi-serious, semi-jokingly. Of like,
Uh
okay, so you know how I was saying about Sophia before, right?
huh. Mhm.
Well, so you know how they put us on a team at school, right? And so I've
Uh
got
huh.
Sophia, and then there's Jupiter and Nancy.
Yeah.
Well, so apparently Jupiter and Nancy think that I'm in love with Sophia, and they told both of us that.
But if she's your girlfriend, shouldn't you love her?
Yes, but the thing is, we're not necessarily boyfriend girlfriend at the moment.
Okay.
Um, I don't know what I was actually. Hmm. What do you think about Sophia? Do you think she would be a good girlfriend?
Well, she's really pretty, and she has cat ears, and she's really strong, so she could like lift you up and carry you places. And she can punch things really well, so that's really cool.
Yeah, all those things are true. Um, but okay, so after our friends pointed this out, they then kind of left me and Sophia to talk about it.
Huh?
And that didn't
Did you
go.
blow it?
Yeah, I guess. Um,
Do you want me to talk to her?
I well, even if I told you not to, you probably still would anyway when we start the call, right?
No, I don't have to.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Well, I
Do
guess we
you
should
like
talk.
her?
Yes, but I do also like another girl at school.
Okay. Can you not just date them both?
Um, it's a little bit trickier when you're older, and I don't know how they would both feel about that. And I
Hmm.
guess if they're both okay with it, then it wouldn't be an issue. But it's also, Sophia, I think, is the kind of girl who wouldn't want to be necessarily told, like, hey, I like you and this other girl. I think
Hmm.
she wants to feel special.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Yeah, I don't know either. For some reason, I thought this would help me figure things out more, but
Okay. She kind of like sits down and crosses her legs as she like takes your face in her hands. You like her, right?
yes,
Did you tell her that?
not exactly,
What'd you
because
tell
I
her?
was still figuring things out.
But you know now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. And would shoot and probably like before sitting down with Lizzie would have shot a text to Sophia of like, hey, do you want to FaceTime with Lizzie? She'd really like to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so would then send, yeah, and so would like sit with Lizzie, probably have her in his lap, have the phone in front of them, and dial Sophia.
She'll answer.
I'm going to give you a brief, I'm not going to do this for the whole call, but I'm going to give you a brief view of what my niece and nephew do when they are on a voice call with us. Sophia! Hi!
Hey, Lizzo.
You're
What's
so
up?
pretty!
Thank you.
Show me your ears!
Oh, okay. So like we'll like move the phone up.
They're so fluffy! Can I touch them?
Well, not through the phone, but yeah. Next time I see you.
How are you? I'm done. I'm done doing that. I can't really see what I'm doing anyways. Imagine that for the whole time she's holding the phone.
Mhm.
We just had meatloaf with sparkles on them.
With sparkles?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No.
That sounds like the coolest thing ever.
It was really cool. And Mom said it was super special because Billy was here and she wanted to make it magical.
That's great.
Yeah.
Was it
No.
good? Well,
Lizzie.
don't tell your mom that.
I'm not going to tell Mom that, but it was meatloaf.
What's wrong with meatloaf?
It's gross and it just has ketchup on it.
What's wrong with ketchup?
It's not as good as ranch.
That's true. I don't think you should put ranch on meatloaf.
Have you tried it?
Have you?
No.
Well, maybe. Okay, next time I see you, we'll make a meatloaf and we'll put ranch on it. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Sounds
Do you
good.
want to talk to Billy?
Sure.
Okay. She will hold the phone in front of her face and have Billy in the background. It is
Perfect.
constantly moving.
Perfect. Hi, Billy.
Hey, how's how have you been? You've been what's been happening on campus?
Not much. Jupiter made it back. I think somebody's been coming in and out of her room, so haven't seen her. Nancy's been talking to her grandpa and I think coming up with some more conspiracy theories about Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Who's
He's
that
gonna have to tell
McMahon?
you about. I'll tell you about him later.
Okay.
He's either super nice or the world's greatest supervillain.
He's definitely the world's greatest supervillain.
Oh. He's not in my trading cards.
No,
will be.
he's a secret supervillain.
Secret supervillain?
Yep.
Like Thalassophobia?
Thalassophobia is a hero, even though he is a little creepy.
He's super scary.
He's
Yeah, but-
really nice once you get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met him?
Yeah, totally.
She like looks at you, the phone goes like away.
Oh,
She-
Is that a new painting? Tell your mom I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
sure.
sorry.
But yeah, we gotta meet him.
That's so cool. Have you met anyone else?
Oh, lots of people. Listen, I'll tell you everyone who I've gotten to meet lately because there have been a lot of heroes with all this stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
why don't you go check in with mom and dad? I gotta discuss secret hero stuff with Sophia.
Okay. She puts her hand up to your ear, but she is holding the phone with the hand that is not the right one to do it. I thought you wanted me to help you talk about stuff.
For this part, listen. If I need help, I'll call for you back. But I think this part will be. We got some stuff to discuss.
Okay, you should tell her you like her.
Kit, go on, Lizzie, and we'll like basically conjure a Scanlan's hand to like carry her out of the room.
She screams and then giggles on the way out. The phone falls to the ground.
Yep, we'll mage hand that. Sorry, 1 second. Casts a spell to like soundproof the room.
She's getting so tall.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, campus is kind of boring, honestly.
yeah.
Saw
I mean,
Tony this weekend. That was cool.
oh, funny enough, Lizzie apparently is maybe in a throuple with a boy named Tony.
Really?
Yeah, she was saying she has a girlfriend, but the girlfriend has a boyfriend named Tony. But
Wow.
yeah, it's
Okay.
first grade is not what it was when I was that age.
Apparently not. Well, good for her.
Yeah. Um, but she doesn't want to kiss her girlfriend because girls have cooties.
Wouldn't that mean that she has cooties?
I said the same thing, and she said that's why she washes her hands so much.
Sure. That's funny.
Yeah. So I did want to talk to you about some things, and I'm sorry for sort of kind of opening the conversation with my sister. It feels like a trick, but I also know she really wanted to see you.
It's fine.
Uh, I've, I've had some time to think about our last conversation, and I'm sorry for how it went. But I do also want to say that, you know, the what I was doing there was being honest, and that's what I'm going to try to be here. And so I'm sorry if, the things I said then weren't what you wanted to hear. But I also did not appreciate that you used your anger and hid behind it rather than trying to have a conversation about things. It felt like you were avoiding answering and thinking about it by just getting angry, which is what you do most of the time, not just for um, this stuff. Um, and so I think that going forward, that if there's going to be um, a chance for us, because yes, I've realized that yes, I do like you. I do have feelings for you, but it's if you're gonna just default to anger all the time, I don't know that there's going to be much of a chance if we're not both honest with each other about it.
Wow. You know exactly how to romance a girl.
I'm still working on that. Lizzie apparently has some pointers for me.
I wasn't hiding behind being angry. I was angry.
Okay.
I guess to use your turn of phrase. Sorry if it's not what you wanted to hear.
No, it's fine. Well, no, it's not fine actually, because yes, your anger is and was valid, but it does seem like it's like even in friendships, even with the team, it seems like that is your only mode of operating sometimes, and it makes all the relationships difficult. Friendships, if like I said, if there's going to be a chance for anything between us, it can't just be anger or not angry. There needs to be other ways of dealing with things.
I have other ways of dealing with things.
Okay.
I'm also not just gonna hide my feelings because people don't like them. You guys
That's
have got on to me
fair.
for that countless times before. Sophia, you don't share your feelings. Sophia, you don't tell us how you're feeling. So I did, and I have, and then I do that, and I still get in trouble for it.
Yeah, that
I'm not
sucks. I'm
sure
sorry.
how you guys want me to act. Because you want me to be honest and you want me to be myself. And then you all just find ways of telling me you don't like that. I know I get mad about stuff. I'm trying to work on that. But everything can't just be my fault all the time.
And it's not. I mean, clearly I screwed up a whole lot. You know, I can't speak for the others, but I do recognize that you have more than just anger in you. I think it's just what we've been seeing the most of lately, and it gets. And we're not all as strong as you, and so we can't keep up with that all the time. And so I'm sorry that our our own shortcomings are making us lash out at you, but
Everyone seems to forget that, like, literally this week I was kidnapped and had a bunch of my memory erased. That's not your fault. That's not Jupiter's fault. It's not Nancy's fault. That was literal days ago. You guys know that, right? I'm
yeah,
not in the best place right now, Billy. And I realize that, and I'm trying to do something about it. And I'm sorry that you guys are getting caught in the crossfire, but you're expecting me to function on a level that I feel like isn't possible.
you're right.
And I know
Again,
you're right. And I shouldn't have yelled at you. It sucks. I'm sorry I did it.
again, I can't speak for the others, but I know that, you know, yes, I see that you are hurting from that. And my instinct is to, you know, to I guess, for lack of a better phrasing, force you to talk about it. But I guess that's not the best way for you to deal with it.
Your instinct is to bury the fact that you've come to the revelation or whatever that you like me in a bunch of comments about how I can't keep being the way I am. I get it. I probably deserve it. But it doesn't feel very good.
No, it doesn't. And you know, it's haven't been to real therapy, but with the shepherd's training, there's a whole lot of, you know, examining emotional states and such. And so I guess, you know, I feel like at times I have more practice at that, but then also sometimes it is compartmentalizing. And I guess I had compartmentalized my feelings for you and just not thought about them until, you know, the Jupiter and Nancy, you know, let the genie out on that one.
Yeah, I think Jupiter's avoiding me.
Well, if she's still cursed, you could ask her that when you see her next.
Oh, I'm going to.
guess in the interest of staying honest, I did also earlier this week go get coffee with Amanda.
Okay.
And I told her that I also enjoyed spending time with her, but that I wasn't sure how to go about that and go about this with you. And so I'm definitely still trying to figure things out. And I understand if you don't want me to move forward until I have that figured out, but I would maybe like to try, even if it is a work in progress.
What exactly are you asking me for?
Um, Maybe we could try going on a date, hanging out at with that in mind, rather than, you know, well, I guess according to the others, the ways that you and I hang out is different than, but I would like for us to hang out with that framing on our relationship and see how that feels.
Well, it's not the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me.
Right. I mean, I can write your name up in the stars if you want.
Ew, no.
Yeah, plus I think the shepherd would probably magically ground me for doing that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Why do you look shocked?
Because I didn't really expect you to say yes.
I'm full of surprises.
Yeah. Should we do something when I get back to campus in a couple days, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Just let me know.
Yeah. And again, with the whole honesty thing, you mentioned Tony earlier. If he makes you happy, then good.
Okay.
Maybe I'm reading too much into things, but
No, you just sound like my mom.
I mean, she is one of our teachers, so
Yeah. Yeah.
well, cool. If you do see Jupiter tonight, well, I'm sure I'll hear about it later, but I do very much want to hear how that goes down.
I'll text you. I'm sure she will too.
Yeah. At some point, our group message is going to be an actual group message again and not just DMs among everyone.
Well, maybe if Jupiter wasn't cursed and Nancy didn't feel like everyone else's business was her business and you weren't as awkward as you are.
Well, two of those things we can maybe change.
I'm not changing anything. I'm perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done anything wrong in my life.
Debatable. Though Lizzie did mention several times how strong and pretty and fuzzy your ears are, and so
My ears are very strong and pretty.
yes. If you ever need a hype man, we'll just
Specifically
my
for my
sister.
ears, though.
mostly for the ears. I mean,
It's
they're
like 90% ears with her.
yeah. I mean, she's 6. What do you expect?
Yeah, she's great.
Yep. Oh, and I know as soon as I'm gonna leave this room, she's gonna ask if we're boyfriend girlfriend now.
What are you gonna tell her?
What do you want me to tell her?
Just be honest.
Okay. Which means she's gonna assume that we're boyfriend girlfriend now. I
No,
don't think she
she's 6,
knows
it's
that you
fine.
can date and not be. Anyway, yeah. What advice should I give her so that she has luck in her courtship of Sadie with the orange eyes and the brown curls?
Flowers are overrated. Compliment something other than her eyes and hair.
Okay.
And be interested in the things she likes.
Noted. I'll be sure to pass your wisdom along. So again, it is first grade. They may be broken up by tomorrow.
That's fair. Who knows? Maybe her and Tony will get together.
Wouldn't that be the drama?
Well, she'll have to tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm sure once things on campus cool down, they're gonna want to come visit, and she's gonna lose her mind
Yeah.
getting to see all the heroes.
Right.
Yes, it is getting later. I should get back to the family, but thank you for agreeing to have this call tonight.
Always make time for you.
Have a good night, Sophia.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Will do. And that you like the painting.
Yes. It's great. Bye.
Bye.
All right. You guys end the call, and I assume, Billy, you want to talk to your sister, but we do need to go on break for the evening, so we are going to do that. We'll be back in 5 to 10. Make sure you relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, go get a snack and hydrate, and take your meds if you need to. And we'll be back in 5 to 10. Bye! One. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I'm not muted this time. Do you guys like my new fan
Yeah.
that we got at Spencer's on our big old shopping trip? I also got one of those like wooden ones in Epcot, which is really cool. But that is not a warping fan. That is a fold-out fan. But yes. We're back, and we are gonna get back into things, back into the game. With, I believe, is there anything that Nancy wants to do? I feel like you're getting left out, Tanya.
No, that's okay. Nancy's just chilling with Grandpa. She needs much like me.
She needs the reset time. Everyone else was gonna come back super like high strung and high emotion, and Nancy's just like, I had the best vacation.
100%. Yeah.
All right, Sophia, you wanted to have a conversation with Jupiter?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. This is Friday night. Well, yeah. So maybe Saturday night. After your conversation with Billy. Whereabouts are you gonna be?
She's probably spent a lot of this in her room, like working on stuff.
I mean,
So I think
I've
just,
still
like-
been like going to the gym and like, going for runs and stuff. Like my normal routine hasn't changed. Jupiter's just been giving Sophia the space that she's asked for to process things. But I think Sophia thinks that she's avoiding her.
Yeah. No, I think Sophia probably just texts her and is like, "Hey, I haven't seen you since you got back. A lot happened while you were gone, so if you want to talk about it, I'm probably in my room sewing." And it's very passive aggressive.
As soon as she sends the text, Jupiter's gonna stare at me like, okay. She's gonna like get up and wander down the hallway, knock on the door.
Open.
It's gonna come in. Hey,
Hey.
you got your text.
Cool.
So, would you like to talk about all the things that happened? I got a lot of text messages from Nancy giving me the general breakdown, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on your side of the story and your
Yeah.
perception of everything.
I'm sure Nancy texted you a lot.
Oh yeah. A lot of text messages about everything that happened.
So, I'm trying this new thing. It's called not yelling.
Okay.
I feel like maybe we should sort of rewind a little bit and figure out where all of this started,
Okay.
because it has not been pleasant for me,
I imagine that it has not been.
and I'm not yelling.
I see that, and I appreciate that.
Did you pierce your nose?
Oh yeah, when I was in Prague, but
It
that
looks really good on you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Mercury is a bad influence, but hopefully he'll come back and we can all hang out with him. But so the reason that I think or thought, I guess, my perception of the situation with you and Billy was that he was in love with you. I shouldn't, again, I don't really have much of a choice in how I phrase things, because phrasing them a certain way can be perceived as a lie. So I can't do it currently still. So my reflecting on the situation, while I was luckily, I got lucky. I got to be like out of it.
Yeah.
Billy's interaction with you is very, and his friendship with you is very different than how, and the way he talks to you and everything is very different than how he talks to you and interacts with Nancy and I.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she and I thought that it was like, I have not just like I have a crush on you, right? Like I think you're beautiful and fun to be around, and you know, I love your personality and all these things that go along with having a crush, right? But like it hasn't progressed past that yet, because that's not where my feelings are for really anybody at this point. Whereas Billy, literally, as he was being taken away by the smoker, yelled, "I will always find you." You know, like that's really solidified it in my brain that, like, oh, this is more than just like I have a crush on someone feelings. So that's where that perception of the situation came from, is that, and just other general interactions. He doesn't talk to you the same way that he talks to Nancy and I. It's just different. I don't know exactly how else to explain it. So that's where that perception that he was in love with you came from. And again, I'm very sorry for any of the emotional turmoil that me blurting that out during our fight has caused, because it was not supposed to be said. And it was also not supposed to be said in a way that could be hurtful, because that's not something I would ever want to do. And your feelings about this, your anger and your irritation with Nancy and I, and our meddling, and how you perceived what we did, and the way that we handled it, are very valid. You had every right to be raging angry with us because of the way that everything unfolded. Very valid. I will take all of that. I started it. Nancy tried to diffuse it and make it better, and it just compiled. So I'm sorry for all of that. But your feelings are very valid, and you had every right to express them in whatever way that you needed to in the moment.
That's the second time that someone's told me that today. And I'm pretty sure it's the first time anyone's ever just like said that to me.
Well, I'm
Now I can't
sorry.
be mad.
Well, you can be mad. That's a legitimate. I expected to come in here and just like maybe not fight again, but like diffuse a fight because things have been a little tense, and then I just bailed. So I get it. I would be mad at me too. So ugh.
I just, you know that humans have other interactions than like romance, right?
Yes.
It's a totally valid reading of the situation that Billy and I have been friends since we were kids. We're going to interact differently than he does with you guys.
Yeah. And maybe my limited understanding of what those kinds of, I don't have any of those kinds of friendships. So maybe because you guys aren't siblings, right? But like you've known each other for
No.
as long as a lot of siblings are, like do know each other.
Yeah, no, just to clarify,
Yeah.
we super are not siblings,
Yeah.
like not even
But
a little
that's
bit.
the only relationship that I have to equate it to. It's really just like, like we're not really, none of the people you train with in like school are really like your friends. You all just kind of like get through shit together, but like you don't really, it's like more like trauma bonding at first. And then like it doesn't really develop into like friendship. It's like we're going to get through this together and then we're going to go our separate ways. So you guys are my first like real friends outside of my siblings. So I have a lot of work to do on understanding interpersonal relationships.
Okay, well, you've been very cool and mature about this, and I feel like you've thought about it a lot, and it has kind of taken all of the wind out of my sails.
I'm sorry.
No, it's probably.
Do you want to go to the gym and you can just like beat me up? Like, do you need like a physical activity to like take some of the extra like edge off? We haven't sparred in a couple weeks.
No, we haven't. I've kind of been doing the gym a lot.
So have I.
This week. Maybe we can just chill.
Okay. But again, if you get like a second wind of being mad at me, that's valid. Let's talk about it or fight it out. I'm just, I had a lot of time while I was just away distracting myself to sit and reflect on all the things that happened. And luckily I had a lot of time to sit and read through all these text messages and kind of like, mentally prepare myself for like what was going to happen.
I'm sure
I
that
made a
was
mess.
helpful.
And I didn't have to be in the middle of it while it was unfolding. So
Lucky you.
yeah, I'm sorry.
No, actually, I was just thinking that something that Billy mentioned kind of clicked.
Would you like to talk about it?
Well, he asked me on a date.
Wait, what?
It was more of like a.
Hold on. Can we like FaceTime Nancy? Or do you not ready to talk to this like about it, like full on talk about it? Like, is this like a like let's be girly and geek out moment about a boy?
Let's wait because I do have something else I want to ask you about.
Okay.
It was really more of like a. I like you. Let's hang out in that capacity and see what happens.
Well, that's good. Do you feel good
Yeah.
about it?
I feel okay about it.
Okay. Because again, if you don't want that, you're allowed to tell him no. You're allowed to be like all or nothing. Like not ultimatum, but like if you're not like if you know what you want and you don't want to like wait around for him to decide that that's what he wants to do, like you're allowed to just be like, this is what I want. You can get on board or don't.
Well, no, that's the thing is that so he sort of also said he had feelings for Amanda.
Ugh.
Well, he said I like spending time with her, but
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I should be madder about it than I am. I don't know if I'm just tired
You get tired of being mad?
or if maybe some things he said kind of clicked into place. I don't know.
Okay. Well, look. Luckily, you don't have to figure out any of this right this second. You guys can go on your date and you can let it breathe, and he can spend time with Amanda and you can spend time with Tony because I heard you guys kind of had a little date. And you can see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, nothing needs to be set in stone right this second. I had that same conversation with Carter yesterday,
Really?
where it's just, yeah, you know, just we can just add bits and pieces to the friendship that we already have established and see how it feels. It doesn't have to be a big thing.
So you're just doing that with Carter or
Mhm. Where like, you know, you just keep adding things. I think maybe that if because he got very Billy like on our date, like overthinking and like
Uh-oh.
worrying about everything. Yeah,
oh, no,
it was kind of
he's a
alarming.
Billy in disguise.
Yeah, it was very like very let me overthink and process out loud. And I was like, I think we're complicating this too much. I think we can just start adding things. And then it's easier to rewind, especially if you guys are worried about how it's going to like affect the team. You know, you can just add bits and pieces, try a date. If it feels great, keep going. If it feels weird, just don't anymore.
That's pretty smart.
I mean, it's not like you guys don't have to decide like like you're 17, you know, like you don't have to decide like I'm gonna date this guy and it's gonna be forever.
Yeah, I could just be like chill.
Yeah. But you know, I'm probably also talking with the Mercury influence because he is the freest of spirits.
Maybe we could all use a little more.
Yeah, spending a couple of days with him was probably good for my, you know, stress level. So, you know, if you want me to ever ask him to teleport back to take us on another adventure, he absolutely would.
Sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah.
So you and Carter are like exclusive. Like if you had a
Mm.
crush on somebody else.
Yeah, we're not exclusive.
Cool.
Mhm.
That's cool. It's like very new agey.
It's just, you know, the norm for where I'm from. So
So if you just wanted to like make out with somebody and see what happened.
yeah, I think that's okay. We didn't really like establish rules.
Huh.
Yep. I think it's just seeing where things go and not stressing about it. Because again, like my date with him yesterday was like my first date ever. Not just gonna like be in an exclusive relationship with literally the first person who like takes me on a date.
That makes sense. But so you've like made out with people before.
Well, yeah. Like Carter.
Is that it?
Yeah. And well, I mean, I haven't told anybody this, but like I was like kind of seeing like, well, not really seeing because that makes it sound like it was more serious than it was. I did meet a girl from like a different school, like non-super, not the same school that Carter goes to, but like one of the other schools that's like nearby here. I was shopping and we both like complimented each other's stuff and then like hung out for the night and ended up like making out a little bit, but like, you know, we like each other's Instagram posts now and follow each other, but like we haven't like hung out since. It was just like a casual whatever. But that's it.
Yeah, but you could like do that and then just still be like, casual with the person or like friends.
Yeah, there's no reason to overthink that kind of stuff.
Do you want to make out?
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
You have the straight face for so long, Rachel.
I know. I'm sorry. It just got me right there.
Sounds like that.
Yeah.
Is it a straight face if it's two girls?
Oh.
Oh no.
Alex just rolls out of
See yourself out, sir. So Sophia and Jupiter are making out.
And they do.
Sophia's had a week.
What's even funnier is Boyfriend by Dove Cameron just came on.
That's not where I thought that conversation was going to go.
Nope, me neither.
All right. Is there
Use
anything else
the
you?
Torchwood method of tension resolution? Just make out.
Exactly.
All right. That is Saturday evening. Sunday rolls around. Everyone's coming back from their respective places. Did the team want to get together to do anything before they go back to school on Monday?
I think Nancy would come back and want to go and visit Jupiter.
Yeah. Go
But,
on.
I mean, I don't think anything epic would happen. We would just catch up on.
You guys don't want to make out?
I was gonna say that something happened. A lot has happened, and I don't think that Nancy has been caught up on any. She's gonna come back and be like, "We watched Golden Girls. We have popcorn." I think we should play out the scene, especially since Tanya's just been sitting here for most of the episode.
Oh, yes.
All right.
So I'd pop
Nancy.
up and knock on Jupiter's door.
Oh, hi.
I'm back. What's been going
Um,
on? Is Sophia still mad?
Actually, no.
Oh, good.
I think we're all good.
Yeah, we cleared it up because we watched Golden Girls after she yelled at me. So we're cool now, I think.
Ugh. Golden Girls fixes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just a St. Olaf story and everything's good to go. I got you something when I was in Prague.
What?
We were doing some shopping and I saw this and she's gonna hold out this bag and it's Jupiter was extravagant and bought Nancy this really nice like dark green like pantsuit
What?
with but it's got like a corset like that goes underneath it. So it's all
Yes.
like monochrome dark like green. So
Like
it's like
emerald
in
green.
her comfort, yeah, like an emerald green, like designer, like wide leg, like really trendy looking like pantsuit, but there's like a corset top that goes underneath it. I was like, I just thought that this was in your comfort zone, but also like trendy, fun, and if you have like a night out with someone special.
Nancy's just holding it out and like, oh my God. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I just, you can't. Everybody just needs something really fun and out of their comfort zone in their wardrobe, and this is just not like things that you wear usually. So, but I saw it and I was like, Nancy needs this, especially with your dark hair now. It's gonna look so hot.
I did text Jackie not that long ago. Maybe I
You
could wear it
did.
when.
Yes.
All I did was tell her that I'm still alive, basically. She wanted
Yeah.
to hang out Monday, but I can't.
Not yet. Not ready.
I'm too scared for that. Hey, did you talk to Sophia? You guys cool then?
Yeah, we
Okay.
cleared everything up.
Have you talked to Billy?
No. I don't know if he's back yet. I haven't seen him.
Ugh. Well, I
You
like
could go
your
down
notion.
and check on him.
Yeah. Well, okay. You texted me a little bit, but like you told me Sophia and Billy are going on a date, but Billy still likes what's her nuts, and then
Yes.
Sophia still likes what's his nuts.
Yes.
I don't.
So Billy likes Amanda, also likes Sophia, hung out with Amanda, like you told me. And now him and Sophia are going to go on a date. And Sophia and Tony already went on a date and they're still talking.
But are they gonna all like? Is Sophia mad that Billy's dating someone else?
No.
Huh.
She's weirdly okay with it. Her words.
Okay. I don't know. I think I'm maybe a little more jealous than that. Like, cool for them.
Yeah. So you're not ready to go on a date with Jackie.
Mm-mm. I'm scared.
Why?
She's giant. She's gonna crush me. But she's really cool. But I kind of want to be crushed. So I don't know. I've never dated a girl before. I've only like kind of dated a couple dudes. I didn't know like girls were even cool like that. Like I don't know. I didn't talk to Grandpa about it yet because I freaked out.
I mean, Jackie would be an experience. She's like a force of nature, you know? Like
Yeah,
she's just
you
like
can't fight against it. You
Yeah.
just gotta go with it.
she's just really charismatic. So like, you know, it doesn't really have to be like a date. You guys could just like do something or we could all go do something and you could invite her along if that makes you more comfortable if you want to hang out with her but don't want to hang out with her alone.
I think that might be worse.
No, yeah.
I just need to hang out with her. It doesn't have to be a date.
No. Why does everybody on this planet make everything so complicated?
I don't know, because it is.
It doesn't need to be.
But what if she doesn't like me? I mean, like she seemed like she did, but maybe she's gonna see me again, not in a dark party and change her mind. But she hates Ed McMahon, though. I could talk to her about Ed McMahon.
You have a million things to talk about. Speaking of Ed McMahon,
Yes.
did Grandpa have anything that like he wanted us to do in the interim besides just like look for opportunities to insert herself into the investigation?
No, for now it's just look for opportunities until he hears more. He's got Bill Fish working on.
Okay.
Like now that he kind of has this idea, Bill Fish is going to keep eye on things a little differently than normal.
Okay.
But that reminds me, I do need to tweet about how horrible Ed McMahon is. So thank you for that.
I'll retweet it.
Okay. I think I just need to go back to my room. This is a lot. I might text Jackie. I might tweet that. I don't know. I'm kind of freaking out. I just need some Blanche and some popcorn again.
Okay. Well, if you want me to come hang out with you, text me and I will. Otherwise, I will let you have your personal time.
Okay.
I'm working on boundaries.
No, I appreciate it. So Nancy
Listening.
walks out and goes back to her room and she sends a group text to everybody. It's like, hey, watching Golden Girls in my room if anybody wants to hang out. It's just a blanket. Sorry, can you hear Ted snoring?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
No snuffles for us.
There's a lot of loud noises in this room.
Jupiter will text back that she will be there in 15.
Okay.
Anyone else going?
Doesn't, but she shows up.
Nice.
But Jupiter's going to stop at Billy's room before she goes over there.
Yeah, I think you probably catch Billy just as he's getting back to campus. So you probably find him like with a duffel bag over his shoulder and like turning the key in the lock.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Jupiter. Welcome back.
Are we okay? I've talked to Sophia.
Okay, and how'd that go?
Good. We're good.
Okay.
We constructively discussed our feelings about things.
Okay. Are you
If-
still cursed? I feel like
Yes.
okay. That okay. Yeah. In terms of being okay, I guess things are okay to the point that now I'm having time to process your part in all this. It's kind of been doing damage control up till now, and so
I'm sorry about that.
yeah, because it's tricky because you're cursed, and yeah, but you certainly have made things complicated,
I didn't intend to do that.
right?
We
And
were in a fight and she was, I mean, you bailed right in the middle of it.
yeah,
And then it was just me and her, and she point blank asked me if I was also going to leave. And I just decided to figure it out. And she was just self-depreciating and talking about, it was hard to listen to her talk about herself that way. And I'm sorry that I dragged you into that and made assumptions about what your feelings for Sophia were. But I'm also glad that now you're processing what your feelings are. So I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
yeah. I think that's probably the best way to feel about things. Yeah. So
We don't
I
have to be
think
like perfectly okay, but I'd like to, at least be able to be civil and maybe
yeah,
work on trust building again.
yeah. No, it's I I think that's going to be fine, probably fairly quickly, but yeah, I am so much of my training has been, just keeping the emotions under control and not so much, embracing them and examining them. So some of this is new.
Mhm.
And so I guess I maybe should apologize ahead of time if something just explodes near me. Because
You're
that,
not going to kill me.
yeah, probably not Sophia either. So maybe this
So
is
as long
just,
as Nancy's behind one of us, you're good.
yeah.
I mean, I understand that the Silver Shepherd's training is like, keep your emotions and stuff under check because it's dangerous, but at the same time, like, you're going to have emotions if you're not a robot. So
Yeah.
I feel
and-
like finding constructive ways to discuss those feelings as opposed to just bottling them up is probably the healthier way to do it.
Yeah.
Will probably
Yeah,
cost less explosions.
probably though. I gather Sophia explained that we had a call this weekend, and
Yes.
I did have to afterwards, go outside and basically let off a firework of magic. But yeah,
I bet Lizzie loved that though.
yeah. She was also very curious about how the conversation went, so I turned things around and gave her Sophia's dating advice because my little sister is apparently caught up in a thruple or a polycule or something. First grade is complicated.
Yeah, your first grade little sister is apparently more socially advanced than most of Earth.
Yeah, it's at that age they still don't quite have the filter, and so they don't worry about it.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Well, I guess you maybe have a little bit of that with the curse.
Yeah, I guess I do have that with the curse currently. All right. Well, are you going to come to Nancy's to watch Golden Girls when you drop off your stuff? Or you need some you time?
No, I'll be along. Just gonna unpack. So go ahead and get started. I'll be
Okay.
I'll be along.
I'll make sure that it's an episode that you've watched
All right, cool.
that we start with.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go to Nancy's room.
So Nancy has made like a shit ton of microwave popcorn and laid out all of her Werther's originals and some saltine crackers and a bunch of ginger ale. And then she did bring back a cheesecake, like some leftover cheesecake from the home. So she's got that. I mean, we're watching Golden Girls, so that only makes sense. And basically, she just wanted everybody to kind of hang out again because it's been a while and it's been really tense and weird. And since she likes watching things happen anyway, she's curious how it's going to go, but it's mainly just to hang out and relax with everybody.
All right. Everyone arrives for the wonderful night of Golden Girls. Does anyone bring anything special? Popcorn, candy. I have so much candy at my house right now, guys. I just please eat it, someone. All right. You guys are having a great time. It is a beautiful evening. You guys are kind of getting back into your vibe. You're back with your friends. You start classes tomorrow, and everyone's happy with everyone. Everyone's content. So, yeah. As you guys are watching this, I want to say, I assume it's an LED screen. You see sort of a black energy spark across the screen, and an image appears. A white mask trimmed with gold around the eyes and the lips. On either side is another face. One is smiling, one is frowning, but all four eyes glow with the blackness pouring out. A black cloak trimmed with gold rests atop the hood and falls down the figure's shoulders. The image on the screen sort of shifts as if the connection isn't amazing. And this voice comes from the TV. You hear a deep, altered voice as if coming from an echoey cave. And the voice speaks into the room, sort of filling not only the space around you, but sort of a little bit into your mind. This bass really just kind of feeling like it's behind you. And it says, please excuse my intrusion. I've been so eager to speak with you. I am called the Last Laugh, and I am part of the band of bad guys. A quite harsh name, but I'm not one who created it. You see, we are a group of like-minded individuals who wish to break free from the bonds created by those currently in power. As you know, those with the most power seem to make the rules. We wish to break the bonds of those who would want to control us. We do not restrict those in our group. We encourage gaining power and knowledge. With us, you can be as strong as you like. Learn magics that others would restrict. Free yourself from outside rules and responsibilities, and relieve yourself of any curses that may afflict you. We wish to build the ideal society where everyone can be equal. So give it some thought. We'll be in touch. He tips the top of his cloak, and the screen flickers once again, the light sort of brimming back into the room. And Rose, who's one of the Golden Girls, appears on the screen walking into the room, and the episode resumes.
The Last Laugh?
Okay, I didn't dream that.
No, that happened, right?
That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna. Was that just us, or did it happen everywhere? Because some of what he said seemed very pointed at us.
Sophia's already checking Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
just
see
gonna poke
anything.
my head in the hallway.
Students walking by with towels on their heads, giggling about something. Tara is stretching her wings as she kind of walks down.
I think it might have just been us.
Okay, so I guess
That's good though, right?
I mean, that's what we wanted.
Is it?
I mean, somebody needs to infiltrate.
So
Spy mission.
we're saying yes,
Spy
kind
mission.
of.
Spy mission.
I don't know. Does
tell,
anybody have any way to get
tell any
look,
of the teachers.
I'm not talking to Johnny Vibes, but like Damien's dad, Thalassophobia, maybe one of them. Thalassophobia took us pretty seriously. Thalassophobia, I don't know how to say it. I'm bad at
I think you're
this
saying it
word.
right.
Okay, Thalassophobia, okay. um he took us pretty seriously. I don't have any way to
That's-
get in contact with him,
Yeah.
but maybe we could say that we have an opportunity. May have presented itself. We're looking for guidance outside of the school.
Hmm.
Or
You
Not.
could also not.
you do know that Billy's instructor does speak with Thalassophobia. That was mentioned last time.
Mm-hmm.
Could try reaching out to the shepherd, though. I imagine I would definitely have to frame it in such a way that they don't know that that this is anything to do with the band of bad guys, but they might be able to get me in touch with the Lossophobia.
I'm not in.
At the very least, we do need to discuss this with an actual like certified hero before we do anything about this, right?
I mean, I don't
Do
know.
we?
If it fucks Ed McMahon, I'm in. But it wouldn't hurt to get another opinion.
The
from someone.
opinion is gonna be no, children, don't do that.
From Thalassophobia, though? So we're just going to hear someone say yes. So, like, we're getting someone to agree with us. So we might as well just do it. I can tell my grandpa where we're going. So at least somebody knows what's going on with us. He'll be on board.
I just worry about if this goes terribly wrong, if we don't have a safety net. But I also agree that
I mean, I'm a built-in safety net. You guys just won't let me do it.
Is there a way we can talk to Thalassophobia directly without setting off a bunch of alarms, like going through a bunch of other channels? Because that's basically the only pro hero that I think I would trust with this.
I mean, he point blank was like, they expect you to do hero work and not be treated like heroes, and doesn't agree with that. So they're really only recruiting teenagers. None of the certified supers are going to get involved. They literally don't have a choice in this if they want to infiltrate. They're not recruiting adults, from what I know of. Maybe like some outskirts non-certified hero supers, but
Okay. So we take a middle ground. Who else can we get on our side? Obviously not Johnny Vibes.
no, because he feels very responsible for us.
we could maybe reach out to some of our classmates.
But would we have them come with us, or are we just
No,
talking to them?
just
Mm-mm.
let them know
What we're
what's
doing.
going on.
So in case something goes crazy bad, then they can tell the teachers and send in the cavalry.
Who is level-headed and mature?
I'm just staring directly at Jupiter.
It's not me. We could tell Carter.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
That's terrifying.
Okay, yeah, no, I think I know someone that we could talk to.
Okay.
LB, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't one of the most recent abductees from Amanda's team?
Yes, it was.
I
didn't do that on purpose.
In this door.
So I know someone who fits that bill, but they are also pretty close to the issue.
Ooh.
Aren't we all?
Well, one of her
What about-
teammates was kidnapped
Oh, yeah.
by them.
Who?
Oh.
Oh.
One of the teammates.
It's in my notes
The
somewhere,
one
but
with
I'd
the
have to go back
boa.
and look through it.
The one with the boa was on her team, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, banana.
Yeah, banana.
Banana.
So
Was on
someone
Amanda's
on
team.
oh, yeah.
So she might not be a good person because she might want to come with. And I don't know how the dynamic, like fighting and
Nancy's
stuff,
picking
if
up
it
Nancy.
becomes bad. We could tell Carter, but all he can do is contact an adult.
That's all we need. I mean, what about? I mean, I guess I could tell Jackie. I mean, she hates Ed McMahon. She'd understand.
But she's gonna want to come with.
I could tell my brother.
Have they tried to recruit your brother?
I don't think so.
I don't know what the answer is.
I
We
think,
could also just not tell anybody and deal with the consequences of that at this point. I mean,
or we have a couple fail safes. We can tell Amanda and tell Sophia's brother. Or maybe we each should tell one person because that's kind of not a bad idea.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, but like Grandpa's not going to tell anybody. He'll be like,
I mean, so we've all
Yeah,
decided that
maybe
we're
not
going
like
as a
day to
team.
day, but like if they capture your grandpa and are like trying to get information from him, then
oh, I don't want to put him in danger.
exactly.
All right, Sophia. That's a good point.
Okay,
We're
hear
all
me
worried
out.
about your grandpa, okay?
Thank you.
Hear me out. What if? So, Billy, you said when you went to this place where they took you, like, you had to like go through a test, right?
Yeah.
Or
it was-
whatever.
It was this weird repeating space, and then they were gonna take me somewhere to take away my powers.
Right. Well, I think, I mean, we could just put a note in an envelope and slip it under the principal's door.
Better idea.
He'll get that at some point.
And probably intervene in a very loud way and completely ruin the
Mm,
entire thing.
Good point.
Better idea. We split up.
What?
Oh no, we're not doing that again.
But
Executive veto.
wait, you're not the executive of anything. Died and made you president.
No one yet. You won't let me kill anybody.
Well, might get the chance. Not a full split, though. A couple of us go, or one of us goes. The rest of us tracking them, listening, waiting in the wings.
I think that's a good idea, but I don't like it. I don't want to do it.
It's. I'm just trying to think who would be best for it, because, even though they mentioned the thing about the magic, there's almost no way they're gonna trust me, right? Because I bailed on them once before.
Yeah, they're not going to trust you.
And they probably had their hands on Sophia and we got her away too. So we we might have to be the backup if we go that route.
So
Much as I
it'd be
hate that.
me and Jupiter that go.
We could claim a rift in the team.
Yeah.
Maybe
Plus,
the two of
there's
you are
also-
interested in seeing what they have to say.
Yeah.
Billy and Sophia said, "Oh my god, no!" But you went anyway.
Plus, if they try and take your powers, Jupiter, you're an alien. Can they even
Yeah.
do that to you?
I don't think they can.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems.
And then Nancy, like, if they take your powers, isn't
Yeah,
that
what's the
also
worst
going
that
to
can
like
happen?
take your curse?
That's true. There's worse things that could happen to me.
Okay. So you guys accept the offer. Billy and me will track you, follow, hang back,
God, I'm gonna do something
information
stupid. I know it.
gathering. No, we can do this, you guys.
We're splitting up. Like you guys are legit okay with us splitting up.
We're not really splitting up. We'll be right there.
I mean, I'm definitely not okay with splitting up, but this seems like less
You guys-
Scooby-Doo
okay.
splitting up
I mean,
and,
I get it, but-
more.
The
and
three
more
of you used Find
one
My Friends
team.
to find me in literally a country halfway across the world from here. I feel like we can handle this.
Well, yeah, especially because if they let us keep our like super suits, but like they don't want us to bring in like our phones to like wherever we're going, you guys can track me with my communicator that doesn't come off. They would have to make
Exactly.
me change.
I'm gonna need something on my suit too. Sophia, do you think you could help not edit?
I
tailor
can
my suit?
use my
Yeah.
fancy power to like create something to put in Nancy's suit
Yep.
Yeah.
to track her.
You
But
made a
I'm
tracker?
just, she is just saying
Very
right
easy to
now
sew
that I
pockets
can
into
do
things.
this and we can track her. Which Billy wanted to have a conversation with me about wanting to track my friends. I'm just putting it out there. It's now allowed.
This is great. It's very easy to sew pockets into things,
Okay.
especially if the tracker's very small. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I
can
might
handle
want
it.
a couple different things. Just in case. You know how they have like in dogs, they insert trackers into their necks? Like, can I get one of those, you think? You just stick it in my skin? I don't care.
I
Uh,
don't know that my sewing skills are that good.
Yeah, I'm getting crazy.
Yeah, I think if we just put it in your suit, hopefully that'll work.
I can reinforce your suit though.
Yeah. Okay. What if they like have good points? What if they brainwash us?
That's where we'll intervene. You'll still have two people on the outside, and if we need help, we can go get it.
Okay.
What could go
Okay.
wrong?
A lot, but
Literally nothing.
but fuck Ed McMahon. He fuels my fire. Let's do it.
We'll need a safe word that you two can use to be like, okay, please come rescue us.
Mhm.
What could we mention that we wouldn't say normally?
That wouldn't come up in conversation, but you can force into a conversation.
What about anything to do with space? Like if we mention how pretty the moon looks, or like that's, I mean, like, you know, talking about like something like
As
not
long
my
as it's-
planet, but like something, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if
as
I
long as
I think
talk
it needs to
about
be a specific word though.
a specific word, okay.
Yeah.
What could Nancy and I bring up in a conversation that would be very, or what if we bring up the Golden Girls?
Golden Girls.
That's perfect.
If we mention any of the Golden Girls names or just say Golden Girls.
Okay. You are gonna have to remind me what their names are.
Mhm.
Because I do know that Blanche is one of them.
Sophia.
Sophia, Rose,
Oh shit.
Dorothy. So we can't say Sophia.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, we'll just have to
That'll work.
pop the Golden
Rose.
Girls in.
Let's just say Rose.
Rose. Okay.
Yeah, we'll never
Perfect.
use that otherwise. Rose.
No, you won't.
And she's
Perfect.
kind of the dumb one, so
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, I'm being a real Rose, Jupiter.
Okay. Like, oh my God, it's like you're looking through the world through rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, Rose. Rose is our keyword.
I can't believe we're doing this. Seems like
Oh yeah,
can't.
this seems like everything terrible about an idea, but at this point, I don't know what else.
What
to do.
about this idea is terrible?
The fact that they're setting the meat is what I don't like about it.
Okay, so do something about it.
Can I tell my grandpa?
Yes.
No.
Well, he might have ideas on like what I'm supposed to do. That'll come. I'll figure it out. Like I'm the superhero. He's just an old dude. Okay, you're right, Sophia. That's fine. All right. I hate not telling him stuff. Now I've got to tell him that I'm joining the band of bad guys and I have a date with a furry female. Like okay, yeah, I'll just tell him all that when I get
You know
back.
you can wait until after to tell him. Did you say you have a date?
Well, Jackie wanted to hang out tomorrow, and I told her I'll keep her posted. But now I have to be like, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
We don't know when
like,
they're gonna get back to us.
Lunch date.
so I should go out with Jackie as soon as possible.
Yes. Have you seen her?
I'm texting her right now.
Okay, when they get in contact with us about where we're supposed to do this meeting, I'm gonna request to change the location last second and see if they still come.
Okay, kind of a power play. I like it.
Okay.
Yes.
That way, if they're setting up a location trap, then it won't work. They'll have to use like a people trap, you know? If it's not like a real, I don't know. I just, what we're gonna have to see what they say. Is this like, because it seems like it's only us that got the invitation.
Yeah.
Nobody else was freaking out. So it seems like it's targeted at us.
But then they're gonna know half. Yeah. Okay. I need to sleep on this. Like I'm sold, but
I like want to
It's
go
gonna be
now.
fine.
I'm all hyped up.
It's gonna be fine.
I feel like they're gonna only two of you go. Well, then that's kind of risk for them because two are still behind.
They're bad guys. Everything they do is a risk for them.
That's true. Well, I texted Jackie, so it's too late now. It's happening.
And that's a risk for you. Excellent.
I know.
I'm like so proud of you right now.
Thanks, guys.
I know. She's like a force of nature.
She's
I'm
so
excited.
cool. She's
And
like
then I'm gonna
so
get
hot,
put in a
Nancy.
meat grinder or something, so I gotta see her before that happens.
I don't think you're gonna get put in a meat grinder.
I don't know what they do.
I mean,
don't
to be
know.
fair, you don't know what Jackie does either.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be able to take my powers. They probably won't even want me.
I don't think they can.
I
Don't
mean, the
want
guy
you.
They're literally, it's like my molecules shift. You know what I mean? Like, and
like trying to take
my-
my skin off me.
my pores create
Yeah.
the
It would be
pheromone.
weird if they took your pores.
I don't. Yeah, like I mean, makeup would go on
Kinda
really
cool, but-
nicely.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
they're
they
kinda
can
there
take
for
my
a reason.
pores. Yeah, you need to breathe through your skin.
Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, this is definitely a good plan. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Everything's gonna be fine.
yep, sure is.
And it was all okay and fine, at least for the rest of the evening. Our squad members go to their respective rooms for the evening, and that's where we're gonna end it. Because boy, do I need to figure out what the hell you guys decided to do so I can plan for next week. But
Ooh.
I am so excited for this. You guys are finally getting close to the end game, which is the goal of the thing in the first place. So thank you to my players for hanging out with me, for doing all the fun stuff, for putting up with my, I was gonna say for putting up with my bullshit, but I basically did nothing this episode. So thank you for all your amazing roleplay and the fun that you brought to my life this evening. But let's go around and have everyone say where people can find you, what you do, starting off with Savannah.
Hello, that's me. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. You can find me on Twitter. That's where my streaming schedule is. When I'm not here, I'm on twitch.tv/game nights. This game with 2 G's and nights with a K. Either playing tabletop games or video games or running a couple of games. The games that I run are hopefully this next week gonna come back. So I'm very excited about it. But yeah, that's where I am most of the time. Otherwise I'm here.
All right, and next up is Rachel.
Hey, that's me. I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth. I will hopefully be back in the next week or two. And then I'm here on Sundays and anywhere else on the internet that my friends ask me to be because I like playing games with my friends. And that's all I got.
All right, next up is Tanya.
Oh, hey, find me at Tanya Rowland everywhere and on Instagram, the Abominable Pugs, because they are abominable monsters. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks, everybody.
And last but not least, it's OMG, it's some guy.
Hello, I'm Alex. It's some guy on the internets. Like Savannah, I'm mostly over on GGK. I'm there, running the show on Tuesdays or also playing Thursdays and sometimes Saturdays. And then I'm here on Sundays.
Thank you very much. And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me here at LB Hackemup and on the Twitters and the Twitches. I am going to be live this week on Tuesday. Lauren's going to stream on Thursday and Friday this week. I will not be on those, but I will be back Sunday for this. I'm going to be on GGK on Tuesday. There's no indoor adventures this week due to vacations. And then I'll be back on GGK on Sunday for slaying. And yes, so thank you guys for hanging out with us. Oh, we have to do end of session stuff. Yeah, sorry.
What are rules?
We
And
didn't
I
do a
want.
single roll in this
I know,
session,
I know,
so-
and I feel bad about that, but also I didn't want to interrupt. So
I don't feel bad about it.
what I'm gonna do is give everyone. I'm gonna let you fill up your potential. So just mark it clear, and you get to add a new advancement because we haven't had those in a while.
Is that before or after I do my Ed McMahon thing?
What are you at
So
now?
Doomed has yeah.
Right.
The
Okay.
last one. This is my last potential.
Ooh. You get double potentials.
Do
I don't know. What is it? You mark a potential if you advance towards your.
my Ed
Uh,
McMahon hating goal?
That's true. You did bring a lot of that. You brought a lot of that into the. Hi everybody, we're finishing up doing end of session stuff. Yes, I would say go ahead and mark that potential to fill out your track, and then go ahead and fill it out one more time. Everyone gets one advancement. Nancy gets this 2, because it does take her a lot more to do that. And yeah, so let's go through. Everyone go around and say what brought you. If you feel closer to the team, feel further away, or if you feel like you grew into your self-image, and then stars and wishes, of course. I removed my sticky note because I had to, with my stars and wishes on it, because Lauren was here and I had to move the camera. I'm gonna blame that for why I forgot. But let's go around.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, Lauren, for unplugging my microphone. I had to move my sticker note. It's fine. It's fine. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Do it.
I got super caught up in figuring out which one I was gonna do first. Because I don't think about things before I do them. I think Sophia grew closer to the team. Because they all sort of told her, hey, you're full of shit. Stop. Be a person. Be nice to people. But no, for real, I think she's closer to the team. I think she's reaching a point where like she realizes sort of what some of her shortcomings are. But also that like the people around her aren't just gonna abandon her because of that. And that's why I'm picking grow closer to the team instead of her own image of herself. And I'm gonna say who made you feel welcome is Billy, because I think that's where it started.
I have
All
the
right.
advantage over you again.
Ah,
Yay!
I give it back. I return it to you.
Yeah.
And I can't clear a condition because I don't have any score potential for the first time, probably ever.
All right. Do you have your stars and wishes ready?
I do. My star is gonna go to Rachel. Because we hadn't really talked at all about how that conversation between Sophia and Jupiter was gonna go, and I feel like during it we're just kind of feeling it out. And I sprung a lot of stuff on her. this week, and she handled it with beauty and grace, and it was really fun, and you're an excellent scene partner, so thank you. And also, Jupiter cracks me the fuck up all the time.
She's the worst.
She's also the best, though, is the thing. And my wish is for an opportunity for Sophia to focus on herself and getting herself sort of right and okay, and maybe even forcing her into a situation where she has to worry about herself and not so much about what everybody else thinks of her, because that's her big hang up.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next. Oh wait, yeah, stars and wishes. I was gonna give Rachel my star also because she had a lot of carrying to do for a lot of these storylines, and that's a lot to do. And a bunch of weird shit happened, and you made a lot of sense. So good job, Rachel. Thanks for doing that. My wish next week, I don't even know. I just hope like our plan works out okay. I don't really have it. I wish while we're gone, Sophia and Billy like figure some shit out for my own personal Tanya Rowland heart. Like I need to know for better for worse. I think that's all I got.
All right, did you go?
And I
go?
grew closer
Mhm.
to the team too because
All right.
we all
Yeah.
Golden Girls up.
All right. Who do you feel most close with in this episode?
Probably Jupiter, since she came back and we had to catch up, and she helped bring everybody back together.
All right. Do you have yes?
I do have influence over
Okay.
her.
Sorry, you nodded and I forgot the word, so I just finished it. So you get to shift Nancy's labels.
Ooh. I'm going to shift superior down and freak up.
Oh yeah.
Let's get your freak on.
Yep.
All right.
I'll go
Who's-
since I'm
yeah.
unmuted. I would say Jupiter grew closer to the team. Had some time to sit and reflect while she got stolen away by her brother to go party. And then the downtime decided to think about all the chaos that she'd caused right before she left. Lots of self-reflection. And I would say out of everybody, she grew closer to Sophia. I would say, just based on what happened. um, but
Which she
I
did not tell anybody about, and I am
No.
shocked.
Yeah, no. She omitted. I don't know. Just
I mean, it wasn't a
everybody's-
lie.
no. Everybody's figuring out their relationships, and Jupiter's not going to make it any more complicated. They're both just blowing off a little steam.
Doesn't have to be. I do already have
Doesn't-
influence over you.
Yep. Doesn't have to be complicated. That was Jupiter's lesson for everybody this time. It doesn't have to be complicated. We're teenagers. Just roll with it. Have fun.
Love is love.
Love
Kid-
is love.
Even the
Weirdo.
kindergartners get it.
Even the kindergartners get it, man. Love is love. And so I would say for stars and wishes, my star tonight though is gonna go to Billy for his Billy like started off the like calming of the rage in Sophia, and then like I I got to jump in there when she was already like the bomb was like mostly diffused, and I just got to like cut the last wire. Billy did like 90% of the work, and Jupiter just swooped in there, cut the wire, and then got to make out with Sophia. So thanks.
You
for
really
that.
did swoop.
I really did swoop. Yes, I did. I said it was gonna happen. So sorry. And then my wish is So I love the dynamic when Nancy and Jupiter got to do like that little side mission when we talked to the bug guy. What was his name?
Which one?
The bug when we were on like the
Interrogating the
moon
villain?
base, the interrogation thing.
Oh, the Blue Beetle? It wasn't the Blue Beetle.
It started with an S. It was like
Scurry.
yeah, Scurry. Yes,
He
that
was
it,
made after the
Scurry.
Blue Beetle.
Yes. So when we like, I love that dynamic. So my wish is that we get more Nancy Jupiter, like shenanigans on, like that was great. Like their dynamic was like they went in there and they interrogated a suspect and they had him super confused and he answered all of our questions. It was perfect. So I hope we get more of that. That's my wish, is an opportunity for us to maybe wreak a little havoc in the band of bad guys if we can't completely infiltrate.
All right.
I
I
have
like
shifted
it.
your labels.
Ooh.
I shifted your danger down and your freak up.
Ooh. Okay.
Because in that last conversation, Jupiter seemed really, really interested and excited about being able to hold on to and use her powers in this situation. So
All right.
it has nothing to do with the making out at all.
Are you calling her a freak?
I would never.
Super freak. Super
You ain't
freak.
seen nothing yet.
Oh boy. Alex.
And on that note, let's see. Gosh, I mean, I think Billy did grow closer to the team because bridges are being mended. I'm just trying to think who it would be better with. I think it's going to go to Jupiter. Because of that conversation outside his room and how it, was just like, yeah, things are weird, but we're working on it, and that's all we can really do. So you should already have influence over me, so you can shift my labels. And let's see, my stars and wishes. I mean, star's gonna go to LB for doing the little sister. I love giving, like, I just love, kid siblings, and that energy and dynamic is always fun. And just going the full energy, especially the like you took your camera earlier to simulate the FaceTime. So that's always enjoyable. And then my wish. I think it's gonna be like the inverse of Rachel's, of like, well, they're off doing their buddy cop shenanigans, that Sophia and Billy are doing this thing of like, okay, we need to be on a mission, but also we're alone together. And after our conversations, what does this mean? And Billy, of course, is going to freak out about it.
Now.
Either that or he's gonna go, full business and like be super smooth unintentionally, because he's doesn't have the brain power to overthink it. So
All right, I love it.
I shifted
Freak.
your freak up and your superior down.
Cool.
Because I have a feeling you might need to unleash your powers here soon.
Wow.
And then I know we didn't say it as going around, but the advancement I took is unlocking my moment of truth.
Oh,
Which for the Nova is basically you get to reshape reality.
I'm excited. I'm excited. That's where I wanted to start getting us. So yes. All right. And my stars and wishes for the episode. Oh God, there's so many. I really liked that I made up the fucking what, I can't even make the joke because I can't remember what I did. The meatloaf, the star of meatloaf thing. But no, I think that I really enjoyed seeing, I mean, the last two episodes, kind of seeing the relationships between everyone like outside of the team. So I really, this is a cop out, but I really enjoyed like seeing Billy with his family, Tanya with Grandpa, or sorry, Nancy with Grandpa, and then like I know Rachel, we didn't get into a lot with your brother, but we did have that before, and then Sophia getting some time to like work on herself and meet with the counselor, and kind of that sort of dynamic, the outside and then coming back together a little bit better, a little bit stronger. I really liked that. And that was all on you guys. So thanks for that. My wish is that somebody, you guys over in the Discord, discuss your plan a little bit more and get back to me on what exactly you guys decided on doing, because there was a lot of stuff thrown out. So yeah, that's my wish. But also I cannot wait to see what you guys decide to do, and I wish that your plan succeeds. So I guess that's good for you guys too. But that's it. That's the end of our session. That's the end of our game. And we will be back next week at 8:30 p.m. EST on the LB Hack 'em Up channel with our Heroes in Training. So I guess until next time, I'm LB Hack 'em Up. Hack recklessly. Bye!